that climate change was a threat multiplier, and indeed that's what it is. And they've taken that on board, and of course not only do they see security implications, but also it means they're taking the issue itself more seriously, as we would hope they would.
What does it say about Washington politics and politicians that you need to construe a really serious issue like this in security terms before it gets the attention it deserves?
Well, to be fair to the Washington political establishment, I think anywhere in the world it's security issues that put things more securely on the desks of leaders. And of course that's where we needed to be across the world. Last week, in fact, I was in Japan, talking on exactly the same issue at a meeting attended by the Japanese Prime Minister, and for the same reason, because that's the thing that's putting it where it belongs, right at the top of leaders' agendas.
Yes, but it surely should have been at the top of the agenda anyway. We're talking about the imminent destruction of the planet.
Yes, but part of the problem, Jeremy, is that so few people fully realise that the word imminent or the word urgent is relevant. They're still thinking in terms of, will it harm our children? Will it harm our grandchildren? Actually, it's a problem for us today.
Hi everybody, Scott with Believersunderground. That was pretty shocking report you just watched, wasn't it? You know, what does bug know? Well, we're going to talk about the chemtrails a little bit. I got my buddy Johnathan here, and he's going to tell you what, you know, we were discussing this morning about the metals in the chemtrails and what's the principle and why nuclear waste in the ice cores is so dang important, okay? And it's not CO2 gas, it's not global warming, it's not none of that stuff. It's why ice melts. Hello, nuclear fallout. This is why we have chemtrails.
Okay, my name's John, of course. You know, I've never done one of these videos before, but so I'm giving you a little announcement. But we came to the conclusion. I just read a little bit, in the scientific information is so simple that we have 3 different chemicals up there that we know of. We've got barium, we've got aluminum, and we've got strontium. The aluminum is up there in order to disperse see, we got a hole in the ozone, and it's to disperse the electromagnetic energy that's coming through the hole. Okay, just like, and disperse it around the Earth. The ice cores are melting because when the gamma rays hit the nuclear particles and the X-rays, they're an electromagnetic field is what they are. And what they are, they're charging the particles. They're literally causing a subatomic nuclear fission within the ice core, which is creating heat and causing it to melt, along with the microwaves that we're receiving. We're melting the ice. It's so simple. You know, I've only known Scott for about 6 months, not even that long.
Yeah, over the internet.
It just jumped out at me. The whole idea, what he's telling you, is so simple and so easy that anybody that just if you have the Google or, you know, whatever you want to use, if you want to use Star or any of these, you know, you can figure it out in 10 minutes, you know. You know, it took me 4 pages of reading, and I got the whole thing. But I've put energy into this in the past, you know, into nuclear physics. I don't really know what else to say to you, but everything is true. It's all true.
Now, to make this even on the simplest level, okay, you seen that experiment where I took if you've seen it, where I took the aluminum particles and threw it on top of the ice, on the plate, okay? Now, the aluminum will receive the energy of the nuclear, it's just like nuclear waste, okay? It will conduct it, okay? It has that same kind of principle.
Oh, can I say something?
Yeah, go ahead.
The ice and water, salt water, and ice have the same conductivity as aluminum does. That's why they're using the aluminum in order to spread the electromagnetic waves all around the entire Earth, the X-rays, the gamma rays.
So it doesn't hit the ice.
So it doesn't hit the ice. But they're not doing a very good job of it. It's not working out for them.
Oh, it's kind of late in the game.
Yeah,
but you know, the strontium is highly reflective, especially in water, and up in the upper atmosphere. It has a high reflective quality. Okay, so that helps with the feedback effect. That's where the ice used to hit the glaciers and reflect it back into space. Aluminum does a little bit, but and the barium is more of a buffer. But instead of that, those gamma radiation hitting the ice cores and charging it, okay, or basically turning it into a microwave oven. It's being dispersed. That energy is being dispersed out there in the upper atmosphere on the chemtrails, because this aluminum has the same principle as the nuclear fallout. Okay, it will receive those particles, block it from hitting it, but you know, it's kind of late in the game, folks. You know, as you could tell in that report, they're running scared. And that report came out in 2008, man. I mean, dang, and I've been explaining this for over 2 years on YouTube. And we still have those pages saved. We'll just go ahead and put those links in here. And yeah, and you just read it for yourself, man.
Well, I do have something to prove. I want to go up to the next university that we can find and set up an experiment on putting actual putting fallout into a chamber and then bombarding it with microwave energy and magnetic, microwave energy and charged electrons, particles are the same thing. I don't know. I really don't have that much more to say about it. It's so simple.
Yeah, you know, we take the greatest complicated stuff out there and simplify it to the simplest form. You know, it's just like when they ripped you off from all those aerosol factories and said, oh, the aerosol made the hole in the ozone. Wrong. Okay. Oh, it's your cars and the CO2 gas, so we got to take your cars away. Wrong. Okay. Oh, it's the R12. Okay, it's the Freon. You know, so they take the Freon away so they can use it for the underground bases. They take the aerosol factories so they can spray the chemtrails. You know, man, they're doing this all around you, all in your face. They're not doing it hidden. It's not hidden. They're doing it openly. They're just suckering you guys in hardcore. And the real truth is why ice melts. And it's melting, okay? And it's triggering all the effects of post-glacial rebound effect. And, you know, that's the UK's going into a freeze, man. What do you want me to tell you? You better prepare, man. It's time to move. Do something. Leaders out there, I'm talking to you. I'm addressing you. Okay? Do something. This stuff is garbage. And it starts with that piece of paper of incorporation. Okay? You can't move. You can't do nothing. You can't play the game no more. Don't work. Too late. And don't wait for a big natural disaster to hit the U.S. Because I know it's coming. It's coming. It's a slam dunk. You're going to come in like after 911, pressing, oh, we're here to save you from yourselves or rescue you from your emotional whatever. It's garbage. Okay? You take action now. Alright? That's that. You come in after the fact, you have lost all credibility, man. You got none. You're worshiping a demigod anyway. Or a piece of paper you gave life to. Yeah, well, we're going to go out and look at El Diablo. We'll go look at the devil. Sitting right here on the East Coast. Or the West Coast. Which coast am I on today? We'll go on out there, man. We'll look at that thing. You know, it's a nuclear reactor sitting on 2 fault zones that can burn hotter than the core of this planet. Okay? You're going to release hell on Earth. You already did. Go ask Mr. Fukushima over there. Because it's Mr. Fukushima. Okay?
I don't want a bunch of people writing in and saying I'm wrong. Because aluminum does have a higher conductivity than salt water or ice, but it is the closest metal to ice. And that, you know, I don't want a bunch of people saying I'm an idiot and don't know what I'm talking about. But I've been in the MIT, know what I'm talking about, and it's true. And I turn you back over to Scott and let him finish off this video here.
Yeah, what do I know? Hey man, God is, okay? Don't put your faith in, don't put your faith in plastic statues, metal trinkets, pieces of paper, okay? The Word of God, okay, is God, okay, but you gotta understand something. Just like my words is me, okay? But you're just hearing my words, which is me, but do you know me? Okay? You get what I'm saying? It's more than words in a book. Okay? God is way bigger than words in a book. Okay? You heard Him speaking. That is Him. Just like me speaking to you is me. Okay? But you need to know Him, okay? You may know about His Word, but do you have a personal relationship with Him? Like, I have a personal relationship now with Johnathan, okay? Okay. I can hear from him, he can hear from me, we're sitting here communicating. It's more than me reading a book that he may have wrote, or maybe a book that I'm going to write, or anything. That stuff means nothing, okay? The word is important, but you know, just like you're hearing this word, it's very important that you hear it, okay? But the personal relationship is what He wants, okay? Don't get to the point where you're just like, you know, He says, depart from me, I never knew you, okay? Oh, just casting out demons in your name. Like, yeah, His name's powerful enough to do that. Piece of cake, man, walk in the park. But you didn't know Him. You could sit in the church for 40 years, be a pubitator, okay? Doing stuff that's religious, whatever, man. Have you heard from Him? Are you seeking on your own power to try to hear from Him? You know? Do you believe that, oh, it's all in the book? Yeah, it's in the book because He is the Word, okay? But He wants you to have a personal relationship as a result of that, okay? Just like me giving you the word that we're screwed, okay? And then, you know, and then you contacting me, you know, either by an email or mailing me a letter or coming to visit me or I come and visit you, you know. It's personal, okay? It's not interpersonal. He wants a personal relationship with you. He wants you to hear His voice. You know, He stands at the door and knocks, okay? You got the word, it's knocking and knocking and knocking and knocking and knocking. Okay, well, open the door, man.
It's just like the letters of incorporation that he's talking about. All they are is sigils, just like on the dollar. They're all numeric code that are all worshiping some demon, or the devil himself, maybe.
Liberty Broadcasting Network.
Entertaining.
I feel good that I'm keeping myself informed. It's great. They say everything that people want to say, but they usually don't.
Can you handle the truth?